This moves are sounding good. Yep, sounds right to me. Sounds like my whiny ass. Alright, let's go. What's this all about? Where have I been caught up again? Don't you realize it's dinner time for little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's feasted in a pack of wolves. Aww, him being a good father. Knows it. Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs. Faced to bear false witness. And when we cast from the courtroom, myself, I became a ruined man in his stripes. A worthless, wither, antique. Nothing more than I have to say. The sun is set on this Bruce T shop owner's assistance. You guys are fine. Be that as may, Kotor, Koro Katu-san, something has come into light requiring clarification. Oh wait, hold on, I need to do something. Also, I didn't. What the hell? As far as this memory serves, here's just. Have you ever seen this Cabal? Wah! Yeah, that's. Yes, that's it. The one. The very one. The very exact one that it is. The persona splendid. Oh, yeah, no, splendiferous. So that is a word. Yeah, that is two big ass. Whoa. Also, why is there a boot in the left? Like, I want to know what happened to the guy at the left. Did he panic that hard? There's one that's a total treasure that my rusty bones made this a fateful day. It can't be! As I thought. Young man, enlighten this disruptive fool. Pick me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped? Oh, I'm not sure if it's dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and his plate, soaking in his seasoned meat juices. Yummy, yummy. Sandwich soaking? Seriously? Clearly it couldn't fall in there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Somebody concealed my hallway treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate? Who would do such a thing? Such an unconsiderate thing? Ooh, you are... Ooh. I have an idea who it is. Hold on. Need to do something. There we go. No one's got any words. Excuse me. Can I say something? Can I say something? Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hasenaga. I mentioned this earlier on the trial, but I was working undercover in the Russian order to investigate another case. Ah, yes, that's right. A secret undercover operation. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. La Carnival is a high-class Western casino restaurant. It attracted wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly execute thieves targeting the restaurant rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. Oops. Da -da 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 -da. Oops. So that way you were sent undercover, is it? Yes, I took the job as of a waiter in the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this cabal incident is the work of the same thief. So Omniscience, there was a master thief at the work at the restaurant on a regular basis. This place was already a sense of several crimes, it seems. Woo! Oh yeah, I'm so glad I'm part of this crime too. So glad. So glad I'm being convicted of murder. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid the Korokutu-san's Koba is all too clear. What? What? Well, yeah, it makes sense. There's only one other person. I'll let it.
Take that!
Take that. Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Isanoza. What? How? How dare you? You monster! Even a baby surprised. Monster? I stole that kaban, did I? I'm the master thief of the left carnival, am I? You seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me, it was Ido. Ido's the mastermind behind this. Blame it on the kid. He blames the hardcore on the kid. You would push the blame of your crimes on your own son, an innocent little baby? It is you who's the monster, Sergeant knows. Thank you, Innocent. You. Ooh. Ah! Ooh, 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 ooh. Clip it. What is going on? Oh. His mushroom looks like Warrior now. He looks like Wario. He looks like Waluigi, actually. He's got the lanky figure like Waluigi. Hey! The Bobbin Army Sergeant is a nose of preferring to stand out Supreme Court, sir. I also love the clippity cloppity. Oh, his mustache is all messed up now. Any of you know of the extraordinary low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those expect to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing is recently ended conflicts for made employees, and I've heard that it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living. Yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on my table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I go there and do a reconnaissance for a target. And I enjoy chopping my way through a good steak at the same time. He doesn't use this knife. I mean, if it's tender enough, sometimes you still need to, but... yeah, my voice. And your target that day was the old man and his cabal? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped a coin into my pocket on any trouble at all. A veritable phantom thief you are. Persona! I was all set to lead the stake. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Bang! Bang, bang, bang! Yes, where the professor was shot. If I knew that the police could have searched and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I'd too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could. On the double. I slipped it under the stake, hoping I'll be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. No one's got any words. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you can carry on with this absurd penalty in your own time? Well, Miss Brett. Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. Of course, there's no need to detain you any longer at all. May the esteemed gentleman please be excused, Your Excellency. Indeed. The thief in the cabal is clearly predicted as badly sort of sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. There we go. Sorry, drama juice. Of course it is. Hiding in a corner under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well... Oof. As if you're picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife or fork. That is kind of barbaric, I'm not gonna lie. It's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. I agree, god damn it. I hate the fact that I agree with her. Very well, now that I've seen into this answer, I see no further to entertain her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. A good day. Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words that got me thinking. I can't quite work it out exactly yet, but something just driving me. What did she just say? So those are bite marks. So that means that's this thing. If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call it now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over. Say it, bitch!
Hold it!
Say it with your chest. Wait, Miss Rick. What is it now? I'm afraid, just one last time, there's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like to explain the concentration in your parting words for just a few moments. What are you talking about? What contradiction? Fuck, I can't say that. Objection! What new student nonsense is this? Well, what parting words are you talking about, Lucy? Hiding and going under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife or fork, is beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Yes, I'm right. Well, she there wasn't. Is it the steak itself?
Take that!
The steak must have been. Currently, Your Excellency, the steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Now you're just splitting hairs. Splitting. She knows. Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural? Unnatural? What on earth do you mean? It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edges where it's been eaten. Oh, I see you noticed it too, Miss Brett. Notice what exactly, Consul? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could ever contemplate picking up a steak and biting through without using a knife. Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself. Then take a good look at this steak. It's peculiar the edges where it's been eaten. As you can see, they're clearly defined by buried teeth marks there. Woo! Ah! Looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't complain anything against what I use on a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
Objection! But what is your actual point? Whereas the life of Miss Brett was ravishingly hungry. Couldn't help- Yeah, she wouldn't do that. Ooh. She told you to shut up again. Whatever you say there. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave her. Ooh, nope. Oh. Is it animal cruelty? She's wearing a live goose on her head. Little spectacle samurai relic. Oops. Is it animal cruelty to wear an actual animal on top of you as a hat piece? Or is that just another word for being a pet? Or having a pet? I'm confused. This statement has taken me down meaning down rabbit holes, and I don't like it. Oops. Ace. Attorney. Animal. Alright, there we go. Oh no, my tree's all fucking up. Well, luckily it looks like it's fine now. I laid it on a pause tree. A pause part. I heard enough, you irritated little spectacle samurai relic. Of course, dear lady! What's the matter, Miss Ray? Have you ruffled your feathers? Ooh. Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She realized the catastrophic implications of those teeth marks in the steak and pepper. Ruski, do you know where you're going with this? I have no idea, but if I don't go somewhere, I'm going to jail and probably die. Yes, now last it all comes together. The mysterious teeth marks in the steak that have all allegedly been eaten with a cover. The reason why Bloodsons and Noah Saw seem to disappear. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you discussing that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency. Great way to fucking explain that. That was deep and not rough. How about you actually use words? Everything? Yes, I believe that these stake here mounted the conclusive evidence in this case. The evidence that would prove beyond my doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Shut up!
Shut up! Oh, the deuce is getting madder. Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of that phrase, typical Japanese angry threats. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Has it been? What? But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist. Ooh! Coming in with the fire!
Objection!
Objection! This is absurd! The trial's run several hours already, and you say the evidence is yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection!
Objection. I don't, but there's someone who does have it, someone in the very courtroom. And that person wants to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to? It will solve every remaining mystery to this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request in this trial. Who presents to reveal the truth of the whole affair? I think it's Hasanaga.
Take that!
Yeah. The answer is obvious. Inspector Hasanaga. What? I have it? Yes. You think I've been with him consuming conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. Ooh, you good, homie? No, I'm not saying that. Evidence attention has been focused on the steak with the T flags. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Oda told the courtroom the following. I enjoyed chopping my way through a good steak. Yes, and as we well admit to the stealing because he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Yeah, you superior, alright. Sergeant Noza, can you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Tianzut! Affirmative, of course. I might be soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign general lady if she might mail her meal to hide something. He just comes out and just being honest about it. In other words, this steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Noza's meal.
Objection!
Objection! But that makes no sense. That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection!
Objection. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have the opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the Empire British Army. Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two sticks over. That actually kind of makes sense. You did switch the plates? Well, after it happened, I love how surely your excuse is like, surely you're nice that the sergeant switched the two stakes over. You did, like, you wanted, even he's like, are you fucking kidding me? Bang! When I saw the civilian be murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my stake and hit the corner underneath. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. If he decided to offend my slamming me, that'd be it. I'll be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was released and taken out to the kitchen, I seized my chance. I look at his blood dripping from his head, from his mouth. Just there's his blood right there. With my military precision taught me to switch my stick with the 1 to 4 Lady 80. What? Even she didn't know? Oh yeah, she left. You can't have! I never saw you do a thing! It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There's no time. Operation Lightning Bolt, that's adorable. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I'll tell you. So yes, I did what I had to do. Did what I had to be done. Unbelievable! However, fear not, prosecutor son. What now? I swore on the brass buttons of my uniform? That's all I did, sir. All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes!
So if Sergeant knows to switch the place over, it means he took Mrs. Brett's steak and the plate was on the back of his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hazanaga. Yes. Earlier in the trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. Time to preserve evidence. Time to preserve evidence. You have taken both. Ah! Oh, she's chewing on her mask. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. Bing! The play would actually the victim say about the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
Shut up! What can a dad possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slap would tell me. It could have the slightest bearing in the case.
Objection!
No, you're not wiggling your head at this time, lady. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Ooh, she's shooting her man's heart. Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promised to prove such a problem for you, no? You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defendant asked to see that plate was confirmed so the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers? I'm quite sure what I saw, Miss Brad. On the side of the plate, there was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson. There was a clear splatting of blood from the gunshot wound from the victim's chest. I believe the defendant memory serves it well. And now we have evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will now show us evidence in the court. Present the beast eating the plate that was only on the victim's table at time of incident. Is he gonna do the pose? Is he gonna do the pose? Hey! Yes, sir! Hasanaga is pretty tall, to be honest. Sorry for keeping you. Here's the other steak in the plate. Please feel free to examine it. No bite marks, and there's blood. The blood stain. It's clearly visible, look.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that the moment the victim was shot, facing the table with his back turned to me. In other words, is it possible in order to have shot him? He was facing the table with his back turned to me. Ah! It can't be! In fact, there's only one person who could have possibly have shot Dr. Wilson in front. I'm sure everybody knows by now who the person is. That's right. Miss Jezebel Brett. It's you! The finger pointing. Outdone by a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No, no, no! Oh, the goose is carrying her. Ka! I'm not doing that. The chickens are coming out. She's. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the little black one. The little green one, the black one. What? Look at. Oh. The little gray one's the cutest one. There's chickens everywhere. Oh, not chickens, ducks. I'm sorry. Please excuse my my little outburst, I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Barrett, I think it's time for you to tell the court what actually happened that day. The truth, this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life using Curer. As you summarize, I choose the peculiar day for one important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for that insurrection in his teeth in the morning. So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison will be found in his water. Whose kicker is unheard of in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it would all be over. I would have placed the stick I had ordered in front of him to make it appear that he has been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come and greet the professor meant that I had lost my chances. To slip away unannounced. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair so that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at this point, so I conceded a plan on the spur of the moment. I planned to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on the innocent man. I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Cura in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Under your skirt? So I was right, there was two guns. Yes. Then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had apparently placed on the floor. Placed it where you sure would notice it. And then when according to plan, you noticed the gun as I attended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, bang! That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. We know at that point he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused the commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Rohodan was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry to adjoin the kitchen and locked him inside. That's what took me to turn to the professor, and that's when I took the opportunity to turn to the professor in his spare room. Because, of course, he needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. Your Excellency? Yes. I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? I shall call you. Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san. I'm innocent, bitch! It would seem that this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement. This can't be! Tsukushi does not lose. Not the likes of this rookie student. You better start getting used to it. Used to tough oppositions. Ah! Rinsuke Naruto. What? Yes? This insult to the Yakushi family name will never be forgotten. You become conceited with age, Council. But the old have to stand aside and make the way for you. It's the weight of the world. May you never forget that. A thousand millions of Maypads, and still, the Yakushi clan would never measure to the Northern clan. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan, well, I believe go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as accused, you, Rinsuke Naruto, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Excellency. Hey. The use of evidence of deduction is an unrivaled truth of modern mythology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our company opened the doors of a wider world. But the Western idea of science is rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will shortly bring new methods of investigation, new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits. But that's what but what would it look like? I cannot begin to imagine. This is for you, young. Kazuma Azuma. Yes. After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the East Truly's British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world. Now you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Never mind. Ha! I didn't realize he pointed that out the first step. Oh my god, now I know what that mission is. As we was in order. Oh, yes? And you, I sense. How can I put it? A usual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry out that onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. Bing. They signed and delivered the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Rinsuke Naruto, not guilty. Fuck yeah. He's still in that pose. This court is now adjourned. We fucking did it. Can't believe it. I can't believe what happened. I made it. I defended myself, made it through the horrendous trial. Hell yeah. RuneScape. Great news. You finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No, it was a pleasure to watch you. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yui University. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Congratulations to the both of you for providing Naruto's innocence. Our trusty judicial assistant. You work hard for this result too, you know. There we go. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report from Miss Brent, I don't know how things would turn out. Your kind words should be for my father. It was his idea to me to go to the university and investigate. Now, your father. Ah, yes, of course. Sorry, my nose is really fucking itchy. Here we go. Forgive me intruding in this court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susana Motobo, judicial assistant to the defense. Speaking of Motobo. Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Hey! What's up, brother? No, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it was I who should be thanking you. After all, the expert exposed a true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yumi's anniversary. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson? Hold up. No. Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago. Besides, it's your turn, Asagi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I will learn all I can. I swear it is the spirit of the Sagi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am. The Japanese made katana is his soul. The blade shows me where I need to go. That was a really good reach right away, I'd like to point that out. Reach across the world to cut my hair. I cuts out anything that's in my way. Yes, I definitely see how sharp it already with my own eyes. Now, what happened to that woman who just about bred at me? After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but what do you mean? Surely she's going to face trials herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. She will be leaving Japan in a very near future for Shanghai. What? Shanghai? Just Brand would not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter concerning jurisdiction. Oh, cursing jurisdiction. Inspector Hazanaga! It was hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. Oh shit, please. Maybe. But what's that about considering jurisdiction? We cannot try this peculiar foreigner for a crime here in Japan. What? Why we can't try her? But then who? Who's gonna bring her to justice? A British considered court will hear a case somewhere far away where our voices can be heard. But why consider your court? Professor, I'm simply don't understand. I thought conciliar courts were a thing of the past now. That we signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances you're right. That so long this is not a serious incident of highly political nature to our respective governments. They can't invoke a conciliar court just like this. Just like that. Sorry. Or can they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify your government's making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan? I'm afraid that's all for the young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this court of a former student committed murder very seriously. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make exchange. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era is heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I've no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Oh, you have no fucking idea what kind of judgment she gets later on. Yes, change is coming. And we're the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebration drink. Celebratory break. But Professor, you're right. There's no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Runescape's not guilty verdict. Hell yeah! Let's start having fun. I'm all in it. In that case, my assistant is Lone Carnival. As they head away there, I should be delighted to provide you with an ample food and drink. You're a detective, Hasanaga, aren't you? Let's not worry about the details for now. To Le Carnival! Will you accompany us, Professor? Hell yeah. Of course, Le Carnival's food is second to none. I shall go attend the paperwork for Neurodon's release. Oh yes, thank you. So Jezebel Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Kazuma. Yes, RuneScape? Just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. Hey, this music. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? The defense was your own work. Your skills made a difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something keeps carrying on me over and over again during that trial. I can't help but thinking that maybe you're the one that's become a great lawyer, not me. Well, come on, be serious. If I help you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have the natural talent for it. You need a defense lawyer, me. Oh no, not me. All this tense verbal combat, I'll never want to go to that ever again. I just did what you told me to do, that's all, because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry, what do you mean that's the point? Listen, RuneScape. You know what the most crucial weapon is for any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe! To believe? To believe what? The defense lawyer has the right to fight for his clients. They need to believe in him at all times. Like you believe in me when I said I didn't do it? I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice of what to believe in. Stick to it when you defend someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you choose and believe in even them, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believe in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with a precious little real experience, but you never stop believing in me. Well, You face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts. And because you never stopped believing in me, thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryusuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is it? What is? Ah, you're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Hazanaga. I arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick this up in a conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study to tour Great Britain, don't forget. Ah, yes, that too. God, I can listen to his tune all day. So, my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikitoba. Susano-san, who acted as my assistant. Susato. And Inspector Hazanaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through the trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hasn't yet managed to ask his favor to me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. Hell yeah.